From News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kyle Peach. Here's a look at what's going on. Our top story from area courts. 26-year-old River Cosner of Flora was sentenced on Wednesday in Clay County Court on a charge of delivery of meth stemming from an incident in June of last year. Cosner was given 4.5 years in state prison, which will be followed by a year of parole. Bridgeport police picked up a wanted Indiana man on Wednesday. WAKO says 53-year-old Ivan Smith of Rule Vincennes was arrested, being sought for failing to appear in court. He was taken to the county jail. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department arrested 2 residents yesterday on outstanding warrants. WFIW says 20-year-old Jacob Lewis of Sisney was arrested for possession of meth and of drug paraphernalia, and 57-year-old Jesse Downen of Fairfield was arrested for criminal damage to property and theft. Units of the Lawrence Allison Fire Protection District were called out twice on Wednesday. WAKO says the first call was to an accidental alarm at the Country Club Road Clinic west of Lawrenceville. No fire there. The second was for a brush fire at Westport in eastern Lawrence County. No information about that fire was immediately available. Well, don't look now, but COVID is still around. WSJD says Wabash County Health Department Administrator Judy Whistle told county commissioners Monday that there have been quite a few cases in the community. She stressed extra diligence is needed with hand hygiene, and if you're experiencing a fever with symptoms, you should stay home. Whistle also said the health department's drive-through flu shot clinic will be October 2nd at the Public Utility Fleet Garage at 410 Mulberry from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. If you can't make it that day, flu vaccines will be available at the health department by appointment. Meanwhile, the Clay County Health Department reports a West Nile virus positive mosquito sample was taken on August 21st in Flora. That is the first such positive test this season. Back in June, a bird specimen tested positive for West Nile in Clay County. That bird was collected June 10th in Flora. Testing was conducted at the University of Illinois' diagnostic lab. It means that there's a heightened risk for infection in humans in the region. Residents are urged to take precautions from mosquito bites by reducing exposure, wearing insect repellent, and report areas such as standing water where mosquitoes typically breed. The Lawrence County Board met on Wednesday and took an initial step toward establishing high-speed internet connectivity countywide. WAKO says they approved a broadband agreement with Frontier Communications, supporting their efforts to obtain state and federal funding through the Connect Illinois program. The move, made upon the recommendation of the Lawrence County Broadband Committee. Frontier is currently running new fiber cable between Lawrenceville and Bridgeport. Efforts are continuing to bring better service to the rural outlying areas of the county. Also during the session, the board approved the recommendation of its Building and Grounds Committee to spend just over $143,000 to completely renovate the antiquated courthouse elevator. Otis Elevators will begin the work in January of next year. Members did vote to reappoint Robert Johnson to 3-year term on the England Pond Drainage District and Big Slough Drainage District, and Roger Mushbrush to a 3-year term on the Eagle Branch Drainage District. An update on the Lawrence Allison Fire Protection District was also given. At their meeting on Monday night, the Wabash District 348 School Board tightened up eligibility standards for junior high athletes. Mount Carmel High School Athletic Director Kyle Buss explained the changes to the board. WSJD reports that at the junior high, 3 Fs meant that students were not academically eligible to play. Now, 2 Fs will sideline student athletes at the junior high, but Buss said no changes were needed at the high school level as the handbook already aligns with the IHSA. Under that standard, high school student athletes with 2 Fs are eligible. The 3rd F makes them ineligible. Meanwhile, the asbestos abatement work on the floor of the Parkview Junior High School kitchen will ramp up next week in Lawrenceville. WAKO says that's according to an update on the situation made to the board Wednesday night. Superintendent Doug Doherty said that if all goes well, the process could be over in 3 weeks and normal activity to prepare and serve student meals will resume. Right now, the kitchen and cafeteria are closed and meals are prepared at Parkside Elementary and served to students in the Parkview gym. The board did approve the adoption of its 24-25 tentative budget. It'll be on display for 30 days before formal approval at the September 18th meeting after a public hearing. The IECC Board of Trustees met Tuesday at Olney Central College. The board accepted the 2025 Dual Credit Model Partnership Agreement with Mission 3 Academy in Albion. The board approved the agreement with Northern Illinois University to allow IECC to host OSHA training. The board authorized Chancellor Ryan Gower to proceed with an amendment to the trust agreement with the state of Illinois for the construction of the Applied Technology Center at Olney Central College to proceed with that Capital Development Board project. In personnel matters, the board removed a proposed memorandum of agreement with the Illinois Eastern Community Colleges Education Association on certain retroactive economic terms for fiscal year 24. The board hired Abigail Holdreath as an English speech teacher at Lincoln Trail College, Bart Nation as trio Upward Bound counselor at Wabash, Colin Walls, custodian at Lincoln Trail, and Caleb Camplane, trio student support service counselor at Lincoln Trail. Changes in status approved for Julie Dehart from health science specialist to medical lab tech instructor at Frontier. Danielle Ayers from part-time adult ed adjunct instructor to coordinator of ICAPS and instruction. Taryn Bunting, Trina Dunkel, and Justin Young from financial aid coordinator to financial aid specialist. Stephanie Corley, Brittany Longbonds, and Sarah Newkirk from student services specialist to financial aid representative, and Annie Matthews from administrative assistant to the dean of instruction at OCC to trio student support services academic advisor at OCC. Previously approved pay increases for full-time non-bargaining unit employees were reviewed and accepted for fiscal year 25. A special assignment was approved for Jane McCormick as lead instructor. The board approved position title changes for trio Upward Bound counselors to trio Upward Bound academic counselors, and position title changes were approved for trio Upward Bound coordinators to trio Upward Bound academic coordinators. Proposed non-college employment was approved for Angelia Williams at Good Samaritan Hospital, Dustin Wiggins at Centerpoint Energy, Rob Mason at SIUC School of Physics and Applied Physics, Megan Bunnage at St. Vincent Hospital for Women and Children, and Vanessa Loa, Deaconess in Evansville. Educational level changes were approved for Phil Thorson, Carrie Brown, Steve Nitkowski, and Becky Coleman. Resignations approved for Kyra Buchanan as Program Advisor of Allied Health at LTC, John McCarty as Music Instructor at LTC, Andrea Lall as Director of Enrollment Management, and Ken Pryor as Emergency Preparedness and Director of Safety and Emergency Preparedness. More to come tonight. Your weather forecast is next. A warm-up is on the way. Then we'll talk sports, including high school football. We'll be right back.
Did you know Wabash General Hospital has a community garden? Our garden is open to anyone and everyone. Stop by and pick your fresh produce. The garden includes many herbs, cherry tomatoes, green peppers, zucchini, and more. The Wabash General Hospital Community Garden is located behind the WGH General Surgery and WGH Primary Care College Drive office, in between our employee parking. Wabash General Hospital, people you know, helping people you love.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Edge with 0% for 60 months and Ford F-150s with 0% financing. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. At Steve Faulkner Automotive, lease the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L for $459 per month and 2024 Ram heavy-duty trucks up to $11,000 off. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Hi, my name is Rylan Robb. I am from Albion, Illinois, and I am a radio TV major here at Wabash Valley College. From broadcasting all sorts of sports games to producing my own TV show and radio show, the hands-on experience is as much as you want to do with it. In terms of the program itself, I think it's really special. It's really like almost a little family in a way, and it's really been really nice being able to experience the things I have with people that genuinely appreciate it with me.
Welcome back. Time to talk weather here tonight. More of the same. Cooler weather and no rain. Going up on the local scan of radar here tonight, and unfortunately we don't see rain anytime soon, and we could certainly use it. Checking numbers today, another cool one, but the temperature started to warm up a little bit following the setting of a new record low overnight. 53 degrees eclipsed the mark of 54 said previously, so the new record low set this morning at 53 under a mostly sunny sky today, but the temperatures will be warming up over the next few days. But what we're not seeing out here is rain. Nothing really moving in to the picture here in terms of rainfall for us through the weekend. But the heat and humidity is going to return. We're going to see the wind shift to be out of the south, and that will elevate those temperatures. We are seeing some showers popping up here on the forecast sometime Saturday afternoon. We think the radar is being very optimistic. Believe you me, we'd love to tell you some rain was coming, but we're just not seeing it in the long-range models and not in the service forecast. Tonight, one more cool night, but not quite as cool as last night. Upper to middle 50s across the region, 55 in Newton, down to 58 at Carmi tonight. Then the heat begins to return tomorrow into the middle to upper 80s, looking at 86 in Robinson, 87 Mount Carmel, 88 down in Carmi. Friday night, we'll only get into the upper 60s region-wide under partly cloudy skies. And then on Saturday, more of the same, heat and humidity, temperatures near 90 across the region. And we're not done warming yet. It will be in the low 90s next week. Mostly clear, overnight low up down to 58 degrees tonight. Then for the extended forecast, 87 Friday, 89 on Saturday, and then we ramp up the temperature near 100 degrees Monday and Tuesday. Heat and humidity, low 90s for the middle to latter part of next week. And we're trying to find some rain, just not finding many chances out there across the region. That's a look at your forecast. Sports is next.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Have your weather radio, have a flashlight with batteries in it, make sure your cell phone's charged, know where you're going to go when bad weather hits. Go to the lowest interior room in your house and wait the storm out. After the storm, if your power's out or if there's any kind of dangerous situation or anything like that, call Mount Carmel Public Utility Company. As you go outside to survey the damage a little bit, just make sure to stay away from down power lines.
Welcome back. It's time to talk sports. Though we are still a week away from the start of the high school football regular season, several of our area teams are taking part in preseason scrimmages tomorrow night. Mount Carmel will host Edwards County at 7 p.m. Olney will visit Fairfield at 7. Red Hill hosts Carmi at 7. Meanwhile, Flora is at Salem for a joint practice, but no game. That's at 5 tomorrow night. Newton will host its annual media night Friday at 6, then host Cumberland at 10:30 Saturday morning in a scrimmage game. Of course, the regular season starts next Friday night. To high school golf, the Carmi girls golf team traveled to Benton yesterday to face Benton and CZR. The Lady Bulldogs came away with a win with a team score of 210. Congratulations. Can't believe high school football is almost here. That is going to do it for us tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow night for more news, weather, and sports. Kyle Peach from all of us at News Channel 15. Have a great night.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.